Get up, get up. Go get it, go get it. See, all you got is yourself.
At the end of the day, you all you got. No help, no help, no help, no love, no trust, no love, no trust. No help, no help. I ain't had no help. I ain't had no help. In the league of your own, all you got is yourself. I ain't had no help. I ain't want no help. If you breathe in yourself, all you need is yourself. I ain't had no help. I ain't want no help. Anything that you want, go and get it yourself. I ain't had no help. 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 I ain't had no friends. I ain't had no life. Thank you for the weekend.
Boy, you always someone you trying to set something up. What you trying to set up? Have you been here before?
I've been in here before. They have a lot of amazing things in here.
You know this is female owned, right?
I do know that.
Okay, yeah. Black female owned. Yeah, this is amazing. This is Party Palace, not the city. You come to the party for it. So this is great. You got a son with your son got his birthday coming up, right?
He does.
Let me show you something really quick. Have you seen these?
What are those?
For birthday parties. Look at this one.
So are you telling me I can use these bags of chips as invitations? Oh, you can actually put the picture on it too, huh?
Yep, for the birthday party.
Wow.
Nice, right?
That is.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen that anywhere before.
Yeah, this is nice. So what about elections? Did you vote?
I did vote.
What do you think about it? You know, those Republicans really took over the South.
I'm not really up on the national election, but the local D.C. election I am up on, and I am highly disappointed.
What you disappointed about?
I'm disappointed about the turnout. You know, when I looked at the results and the turnout, I noticed that Ward 7 and Ward 8 averaged 18,000 people each, while Ward 6 averaged 35,000. So I'm thinking if Ward 8 and Ward 7, you know, match Ward 6, you probably have different people in office, like maybe Dion Reader.
Right.
Would have won.
Right.
You know,
Right. What about Butler?
Well, Butler, they didn't give any numbers on Butler. It just said write-in, and what I saw, it was like maybe 4,000 write-in votes.
Okay.
So that write-in campaign really, you know, I think it wasn't
Where it should have been.
where it should have been. I mean, you know, to ask people to actually go to the polls and to write your name in, then, you know, that's a tough way to win.
Yeah, it is. But he gave it a good run, right? Bakasha, I wanted Bakasha to win.
But Kesha lost. He lost big. I'm not sure how much publicity he had. I think he lost like 90% to 10%. So I think he probably got maybe like 4,000 votes or something like that.
That was a big
Which,
loss.
you know, which is not really good. The percentages are not really good.
Well, you know what? Let's go in here and get the show started because
Do we got a guest today?
we do. Let's talk about that. Let's go in here. We jam. I'm supposed to be paying attention. You know that music gives me every time.
I know it does something to you.
Who is that?
That's a great Northeast group.
Don't be trying to do something to me. What did it do to me?
Get you to moving.
You know we got our girl Tasha in the building getting into it.
Where Tasha go? Hey Tasha, what's up, baby?
Oh, okay. But yeah, she over there getting ready to get into that fashion piece. But you know what?
Wow.
Yeah, she got some good stuff on there.
She done got into it.
You know what? Hit that music real quick. Let's get into a little bit of what's going on today. How was your weekend?
My weekend?
Yeah. Wasn't I with you?
It's crazy because I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, what happened this weekend?
I was with you.
Oh, we were in Fredericksburg.
Yes,
Oh,
Zoom.
yeah. Thank you, Fredericksburg, for inviting us down. We had a blizzard.
You know what? I didn't get that you said that. What do you mean by we had a blizzard?
Well, I could have said we had a blast, but with all these bombs and stuff going off around the world, I ain't want to say bombs or blast, so I
You just said blizzard. Oh, okay, because I thought you was trying to be funny since the comedians, they were like, kind of funny. Lawrence was funny.
Yeah, Big L was...
Big L, we're going to bring Big L on the show. Lawrence was pretty funny, but everybody else wasn't, you know, they were like, Probably improv or open mic night.
Well, see, what happened?
We gotta keep it real. I'm sorry.
What happened was that they should have let me get up there, and I got like two jokes that I got, in my memorized in my mind. So I could have got up there and made some people laugh.
I bet you could. I bet you would have got up there and got unregulated, although you was down there being regulated.
I got this move, girl. The ladies love this move. Down, quarter dollar.
I ain't even gonna ask him about it. You gotta invite Mr. Unregulated out on the stage to tell y'all about that, because I know what the joke is. I already heard it. So,
Did I tell you about the young girl that I met? I mean, usually I deal with females my age, but I got this young girl that is giving me everything that I can possibly handle.
How old is she?
27.
Oh, yo, she too young. She is too young. Young girl, don't be messing with these old heads. They say you get worms. Psych.
High energy.
Somebody mad. Hey, I'm young. I'm still in my 20s, so.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
You better not. Shout out to Zoom Coleman and Zoom Comedy, because we had a great time down there. My girl Tasha got us using this slogan all the time, get into it. We have her in the building today. She's going to get into some fashion pieces for us for this fall. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Hope Toys and Laughter. Oh, I knew it was something I wanted to talk about. Did you see about the fight in Detroit inside the church?
No, I didn't.
At the New Era Detroit church, it was a fight because the pastor was in there asking for $1,000 tithing to start the offering off. So there was like this group of church people who go around getting on pastors who do that type of stuff. They say this pastor got a Rolls Royce. He had Trump in his church. He living good. The community, we know Detroit ain't really got it like that. But he in there with all this stuff going on. So they came up in and they was fighting in the church. The guy said he don't apologize. He's sick of it.
But you know what? For so long, our people and our communities have been, investing into the churches, and the churches just don't get they just don't give back. Anytime you go to your church that you've been tithing for years, and your electric is off, and you can't get the church to give you $400, you got to go through all these strains, and then eventually they say, okay, we'll give you $150. You give me one, I give you, excuse me, but I give you $150 in a matter of 2 months just off the tithing.
More than that. Some people they make good salaries and they tithe 10%. Remember you said that person you knew if they won the lottery, they was going to give, $1 million, which was 10%?
I think that broke my relationship up, yeah. Because my thing is, no, it was a disagreement. It was like, if you won the $1 billion, then your 10% tithing is like $100 million. I'm not giving $100 million to the church for the pastor to go buy another house and a car. No, I'll do God's work myself. I'll take that $100 million. I'll build. I'll give the church something, but I'm going to oversee it. So I'm not into just giving my money away and just feeding and making people rich and feeding people's families for no reason.
Yes,
And this is my belief. Everybody has their own belief, but my belief is this: if I have $1 million to give, I am definitely, I'm sorry.
Is that one of the people who's in a disagreement?
Look, babe, look.
He don't lie.
I'm sorry.
Don't be calling him when he with me. You have to get him on a weekend.
But this is the thing. If I have $1 million to give to the church, why would I give $1 million to the church? Especially when I know my church is not serving my community. Now, I'm not saying all churches, but if there's a church that's not serving the community and it's not giving back like they're supposed to be giving, I'm not giving you my $1 million so that you, the deacons, and everybody else can go back and split my money up. No, I'm going to do good by the people of the community. I'm going to do good by the people as a whole. So yeah, I'll create jobs. I'll build it. I'll build another structure. But
you don't hire and fire like Trump.
Well, not hire and fire, but I want to use my vision. I want to see things. I don't want to give to the Red Cross or to Blue Shield and just my money is just gone. I can't see where the money went to. I want to make sure that this money is used for this, and that. I want to see.
Although we want Red Cross to sponsor the show, we have some great packages where we can let people know all the great things you're doing, because if we are one of the people that want to oversee the money, they know if we say you did something with the money, we telling the truth, because Mr. Unregulated ain't having it.
Yeah, Red Cross, I'm going to give it to you how I see it. If there's another way, then yeah, sure, write in, call in, and give us some information so I can change my perspective as to what's going on. But yeah, I'm definitely not into paying nonprofits or giving nonprofits a lot of money to pay their staff.
All right, you guys,
Absolutely
we're getting
not.
ready to take a quick break. Pump that music real quick while we take a quick break on your phone. Pump that, some of that. Who is that again? Is that JY or something?
I think that was, what did I say that was? That was the great Northeast Groovers.
The great.
Why
Why the great?
because that was back in like the time where I was going to see Northeast Groovers, and at that time they were absolutely untouchable.
So we're gonna take a quick break because we getting ready to head on to your feed.
Hey, Rob.
Oh,
That's that 1,000 mark. Okay.
we ready to take a break. We'll be right back. Hold on, don't go nowhere. Quick calls because we got to get this camera up so we can get to recording and bring our guest on for today. And when we come right back, we're going to be doing fashion with my girl Tasha, who dressed me from pieces of fabulous. You can tell me I look good.
Miss Stubbs, you are always looking amazing. But look, hey, look, ho. Not to take nothing away from you, but wait till y'all see this Tasha, these boots.
Woo!
She is in toy.
She gonna stop outdoing me.
Good Lord.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Hold on, you guys. We'll be right back. All right, you guys, we're on with my girl Tasha, who dressed me. She's the stylist and wardrobe, the wardrobe stylist with the Stubbs. She wanted to come around, so come on around. Tell them, look at these shoes. Get into those shoes. Aren't they lovely? Oh my God, you got to get on this spot. Just stand still so that people can just get a good glare onto those shoes. Oh my God. All right, so go ahead, introduce yourself, introduce your pieces, and let us know what's going on.
Hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. I am Tasha, wardrobe stylist of Pieces of Fabulosity. Today I will be showing you a couple of holiday looks that you may be interested in or maybe thinking of doing or rocking. My first look is, you're looking for something just to go to brunch with your girls or just lunch or just something earlier during the holiday season, this is perfect for you. Ebony is my ambassador. She has on a beautiful dress with the leather sleeve. It's knee length. This is perfect for the holiday. You're not too cold, not too warm. You're just right. So, yes, thank you, Ebony.
You know, that's what I wanted to ask you, because, you know, in the versus the summer and the winter, you start packing up your clothing. Mm-hmm. Is it best to leave your short sleeve tops out so that you can match them with different pants and things of that such? Or should you just pack them away?
Yeah, so with that being said, you can, because the year is so tricky. So with that being said, with this piece right here, this is a sleeveless dress. So you can actually put a sleeveless dress on, and you can always put something like a mink to it. I'll take her off so you can see it. So something like this, if you're wearing something sleeveless, get it to her.
That. So would I be able to wear tights with this? Because I noticed
you can actually do tights, or you can do the tights or stockings like I got on.
The fishnets.
The fishnets, get into it, something fabulous, something sexy. So if you don't want to do too much, because this dress is sexy itself, it's very sophisticated. So if you get cold, you can always put a mink on. You can put her on, and you can take her off. This is the back of it. So you can never go wrong with a black dress. Black dresses is always in, and you can always put it on with something like a mink. You could do a cardigan. You could do anything that's fabulous, like a mink. You can never go wrong with a mink. You can never go wrong with a cardigan either.
Now, he's over here interrupting me, showing me these boots. Now, let me know, what do you wear this type of boot with?
Oh my gosh. So as you can see, sequins is my favorite type of shoe, because one thing about sequins, you can never go wrong, because you can wear something plain. The sequin speaks for itself. So with that being said, like sequins you could do anything with, but you could tone it down, like wear solid colors, or you can wear black. I love sequins. Shout out to sequins. These are perfect holiday shoes. These are perfect for the holiday.
Wow, those are nice. Now, you have another piece on your model today?
Sure, yeah, so if you're looking for something for dinner with your hubby, you're looking for something for dinner for your hubby.
Date night.
This is the date night. This is the date night look. I love this color because it goes perfect with her skin tone. This is the olive color. I'm trying to get a lot of us queens to get more into this color. This is
With that
olive.
bob.
Yes,
That
so
is
this
cute.
is good for corporate. This is good for a date. This is good for a business interview. This is good for all the CEOs and the bosses that's in the building that's watching. You can get into her. She's bodycon. She's gorgeous.
About how much is this piece?
This dress right here is just $40.
Not
I'm all
bad.
about shopping on a budget and being on a budget and looking fly on a budget at the same time too.
Now with this, I guess the ruche, could it, if you wanted it to make it like it was shorter, could you do
Yeah,
that
so
too?
you can rise it up short,
Okay.
or you could
make
do it
longer.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you could rise it up short. These dresses is always safe because it does wonders to your body. Shout out to the plus size queens, and it does right to everything. It tones everything in. Right, this is the perfect color for the holiday. This is the perfect color for all year round. You get into that color.
You like that?
Yeah, it's
What do you
beautiful.
think about the color?
You like that?
She wears it very well.
I like that. I like that. Thank you, Miss Ebony. Thank you. I love your makeup too. So, would this type of boot be something that you could wear with a dress like that?
Yes, so you could definitely do a boot like this. You could do this. This boot is perfect for fall because it's snakeskin. Snakeskin is very, very popular for the women's fashion. This is very perfect for fall. You could do this with a pencil skirt. You could do this with a black dress. You can even do it with a royal blue. You could do a color to it because we have to learn how to not play safe but play it right. So that's what we're getting into.
She got me not playing safe today in this piece
Exactly.
with this blazer. Now, where could I wear this to?
You can wear this. This is shout out to my CEOs and bosses that's watching. This is perfect for the perfect CEO and boss. This is perfect. This is a vintage piece. It's one of a kind. You cannot get this piece. What you see is what you get. You cannot get this piece again. So I love exclusive pieces like my vintage piece. I put this to a teal color, a turquoise, a satin, silk top.
He's so unregulated. Get into it.
Yes, so it was
Hashtag
perfect.
get
I
into
love the color combo. It's all about color combo, and it's all about everything going together and making it work as well.
I love it, darling. So how can they get in contact with you to come to your showroom and
Yes,
get styled?
so you can. My name is pretty long, but I can spell it out, or it'll be low. It'll be
The tag.
printed at the bottom. But she'll tag me. But you can follow me on Instagram, or you can follow me on Facebook. I also revamp closets. I also private shop. I will come to your house and private shop, or I can come to you because I'm letting everybody know that we're shopping on a budget and we're looking good doing it.
Wow, I love it. I love it. All right, you guys, that was out. Come on over here, darling,
Okay.
so they can see everything. And she has on. Now, this is me. This is something I would
Yeah.
definitely put on. Get in the middle.
So if you're looking for your husband, this is the dress you wear. If you're looking to get
I need
married
to wear
on Christmas,
this. Married on Christmas?
yes, you want to get married on Christmas, this is the dress you wear.
Hubby, you need to buy this for me. She said this is the husband dress.
Yes.
So we thank you guys for this quick segment with my girl Tasha Williams. Make sure you get into Pieces of
you.
Fabulosity. Make sure you check her out, follow her on Facebook and on Instagram.
And on Instagram.
For those nice pieces. We get ready to go into another break because we're going to go back to my boy, Mr. Unregulated, so that we can get into our interview for today. Remember, hashtag, what is
Pieces
it?
of Fabulosity and get into it. Shopping on a budget. Boss up.
Get into it. We'll be right back. We're going to my boy,
Get
Mr.
into
Unregulated.
it.
What's up, you guys? Did you like those pieces?
I love them.
I love them too. Remember, you guys, don't forget, we are here live every Thursday at 12 p.m. at the Party Palace. Come out, check us out, be a part of the audience. Email us if you want to be a guest here at worldoffaith@yahoo.com. But it's time to get into our show for today, which is all about homelessness, pushing through the struggle. You know, we're for the community here on the Stubbs Show Unplugged. We're for the people, right?
Absolutely.
So I know this is going to be a good show for you because our guest, Shorty, Mr. Duane Davis, better known as Shorty, is the owner, pit boss of Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue.
That's the barbecue man from Baltimore, right? Oh man,
Bootleg Barbecue is his name. That's so funny.
I heard about that.
Yeah. For 21 years, he's an activist and an artist. He is a well-known homeless advocate and has been so involved in homeless activism that on February 27, 2016, he was awarded the Verizon Community Innovator Award as community activist from Baltimore from Baltimore Mayor Catherine Pugh. So that's how I came across him. I think somebody was emailing out something or doing something on social media, or they had emailed me his Google thing that I'm reading now, and it talked about how he was out in the community, and his initiative was he wanted the football players or the baseball players or somebody to sports people to donate money. So it's in here actually, but he wanted them to donate money. I'm gonna let him tell it better because I just had to bring him on. So let's bring him on the show. Let's introduce Mr. Shorty.
Welcome to the show.
He wanted to partner with the casinos. That's what it was. Partner with the stadiums, which was the Ravens at the Camden Yards, and he wanted to do fundraisers all over. But he presented this initiative to the mayor, right?
All right.
It is. He uncut, unfiltered.
All right,
Give it to
I
us.
can't curse. I gotta watch my mouth.
Well,
And I thank you for having me. All right, let me first of all thank you for having me.
thank you for joining us all
And,
the way from Baltimore.
All the way from Baltimore. We up in D.C. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Maryland now. Temple Hill.
Maryland, D.C., Temple Hill. Y'all got that fine line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that gray line.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They don't know what they got when they asked me to come up here. All right, my homeless initiative is this. I'm an ex-felon. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I came here out the penitentiary in 1991. Straight out the penitentiary on the interstate compact. I've been in Baltimore ever since, all right? I've been homeless on 3 different occasions. When I first came here from Chicago, and I got locked up in Illinois and in Maryland since then for crimes I didn't commit. They charged me with terrorism. Black people don't do terrorism. They charged me with a bomb threat.
Wow.
In Illinois and in Maryland. Because I was making a documentary about being black in white America. All right? You ever heard of Dred Scott?
No, I haven't.
Dred Scott is a decision from 1857 in which blacks have no rights in which white America respects. So if you want to talk about the brutalization of the black community, if you want to talk about the disfranchisement of our community, you got to look at the basis. When Donald Trump came on the scene and he wanted to make America great again, America's hate made America great. You feel me? Slavery made America great. And under the 13th Amendment, you re-enslaving the black community through the illegal war on drugs. Now, I'm saying all of this because I came out of the penitentiary and I went to jail for turning in guns and drugs to the police at the police station to stop the war on drugs. This was in 1986. Now, if you ended the war on drugs in 1986, how many black lives will we save?
Tens of thousands.
All right. How many black lives would you save? But now every day you see this on TV about the guns, the gangs, the violence, right? You want to end the violence? End the war on drugs. In the 1920s, when you had prohibition, when John F. Kennedy's daddy was getting rich, you had bootleg alcohol. Right? Made everybody rich, was getting rich. Politicians was corrupt, but you was in jail and you was enslaving white people. You had the same Valentine's Day massacre, you was killing white people. Right? Black people had the penny game. You feel me? Know your history.
You teaching.
You feel me?
He definitely be teaching us today.
Know your history. We had the penny game. That's where the lottery came from. You feel me? They had the liquor game. And they stood on that liquor game the same way that them Colombians stand on that drug game. Murder Incorporated. What was Al Capone? What was Whitey? You know what I'm saying? The Jews and the Irish and the Italians was killing each other. You feel me? So now we fast forward and you invented this war on drugs. It's a war on the black community. I've been in the streets since I was 14 years old. That's 1974. How many people in this room been in this room on this earth since 1974? Don't see a lot of you. You feel me? So if in 1974 I was 17 years old, you look at 1974, that was Iran-Contra. That was Oliver North trading guns and drugs for money and shit to finance the government's war. All right? If you taught me this in 74, and you could look at my criminal record, you could look at my DD-214, I sold drugs, participated in prostitution, and gambling. I got an honorable discharge at the convenience of the government with all my benefits except one stipulation. I can never join the service again. You turned me loose in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We transported drugs. We did all these things, all right? I'm saying this to say this. When you did all this, when you created this situation, now you want to blame the people that are victims of the situation that you created. Now it's this fear of black men. You know what I'm saying? You got 4 generations of people locked up with their grandson. You know what I'm saying? Their fathers locked up with their grandson. You ain't got no fathers in their families. You got fatherless families. And then we talk about, we seen the 13th Amendment. We seen the new face of old Jim Crow. And it ain't the white people that's doing it to us. In every major city where you have a high density of black people, you got a Democratic Party. Right or wrong? New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, California, anywhere where you got a high density of black and Hispanics, Democrats is running the show, right? We call it plantation politics. That's why I talk about Dred Scott. Because we traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and we the cash crop. Let that one rock.
I was going to say slow it down for him. I was going to say slow it down. I mean, you're really teaching today. We didn't know what we was getting into, but I'm glad we got into it.
Now, my homeless initiative here is because of my activism, I became homeless. I'm a political prisoner inside America. You feel me? I'm a political prisoner because I went inside the jails. I was locked up in the state of Illinois for 186 days. You feel me? 186 days. Innocent. They charged me with terrorism in Illinois. Do black people blow up shit? Do black people blow up things in Illinois?
No.
What is Illinois known for?
Crime.
No, what is Chicago known for?
The gangs and stuff.
What Chirac? You ain't never heard none of them blowing up.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
It's shooting, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
gangs
saying?
and stuff, but.
And I'm not a gang member.
Well, I don't know any black person that really did a bomb. I mean, the foolish person that I known about was the sniper, the DC sniper that was doing that. I didn't expect that to be from us, but it was.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So now you charge me with terrorism. You charging me with terrorism, and I got a business, and my business was grossing $250,000 a year. What did you just do to my business?
Took it away, just
Killed
tried
it.
to kill it.
You feel me?
Destroy it.
But that's why I say I live in faith and I enjoy that favor. Because no weapons formed against me shall prosper. You feel me?
I was going to ask, so what keeps you going? What makes you want to not give up? Because it seems like they trying to stop you.
No, they try to kill me.
Well, that too, but that's stopping you. You die, you done.
I ain't dying done. I created a whole lot of those shorties. Kill
I like
me, you
that.
can't kill the message. You know what I'm saying?
I like
I
that.
got a lot of mini-me's. I got 9 kids by 6 different women in 4 different states.
Okay, he done went there.
Yeah, I'm just going there because when you brung us here from slavery, you brung us here as property. My job was to breed.
I know that's right.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
you get mad because I'm still breeding?
Yeah, make them babies. And they try to stop
No,
us
no,
from
yeah,
that too.
exactly.
but
My
yeah.
kids are grown. My oldest is 40 years old. My youngest is 28.
But not just your kids, but your
My
grandchildren,
grandchildren.
your great
You see
grand,
me?
the
So
kids
if I
in
ain't
the
standing
neighborhood.
up, that's what I say. This ain't my fight, this our struggle. You feel me? If I don't stand up, who gonna stand up? If I don't, why not? We ain't got no more Martins. We ain't got no more Malcolms. Just like you said, we got self-serving demigods. When did Jesus ever go in the church and say, give me some money?
He said stop using his people, actually.
When did Jesus ever go to church and say, give me some money?
He did.
He went in the church and told you to stop making money off my name and my favor. You feel me? He turned over the money changes and stuff like that. He wasn't riding in no jets. The only time that Jesus ever rode anything, he rode a jackass his last days. He rode a mule to his death. That's the only time Jesus ever rode anything that I know of. You feel me?
I don't even know what to say or what to ask. We about to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into how he approached or what did he say to the mayor to get her interest.
Mike Jack.
Lady, he almost done.
Excuse me.
We're going to take a quick break so we get this camera recorded, and we'll be right back here on the Stubbs Show Unplugged with Shorty.
Look, you know I'm on the air. Why should you keep calling?
She better stop. Welcome back to the Stubbs Show Unplugged. Thank you for that brief break. So we get ready to get back into our interview with Mr. Shorty, Duane Davis. I want to say that because I need you guys to Google him and be able to find
they Google Shorty. That's Google Shorty.
Shorty in Baltimore, whatever
Shorty
you got to do.
Baltimore.
That's right. So get into what exactly your initiative is that you presented to the mayor of Baltimore for the homeless.
All right, the initiative for the homeless thing in Baltimore. I'm homeless myself. Believe it or not, I'm homeless. I'm working homeless. I give a lady X amount of dollars. I sleep on the couch. I'm out the house first thing in the morning. I come back at night. I'm working homeless because I got my own business.
Okay.
It's called Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. So good it's illegal. So good it's illegal.
I wish we would have had something.
I keep wishing. They're waiting for Jesus.
Screw you. But go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, my business was established in 1997. You can find it. If you look at Richard Sher Hard Look on WJZ, they did a story about me. They did a hard look story on me. And if you look at Divorce Court, I was on Divorce Court too. All right, I was also on House of Cards. The 13th season, when they did Freddy's Barbecue, I was the cook at Freddy's Barbecue. All right, I'm saying this to say this. I established myself as as kind of an icon in Baltimore. Feeding the homeless, having my own business straight out the penitentiary. So I set a standard, and then I'm active in the community. I'm a founding member of the Baltimore Block. All right, if you Google Baltimore Block, you see what we do in the community. I'm also a member of Out for Justice, right here, where we got the vote for ex-felons, the right to vote. All right. Now, my relationship with Kathleen Q goes back to like when I started my business and when I got locked up for my activism with the terrorist charges and stuff. She was a Senator Pugh at the time, and she was in the Maryland Black Caucus, so we have a political relationship. She ran for office. She won office. So she likes to attend my homeless events. I'm going to set this record straight, so everybody set this record straight. Let me show you this picture. You got the picture here?
You got the one with you?
Yeah, all right. This is me and Mayor Pugh. If you look right there, we are not standing close together. We are not hugging, okay? We're not standing together. We're not hugging. This is a business picture because I made her a business proposition. You feel me?
Let's find out what it is. We only got 10 minutes
All
left.
right,
with you.
all right, I'm going to need it. The business proposition was that I would cook and feed the homeless. I would work from 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and all the money that I would make, I would generate to give back to the homeless community. The only thing that I get out of it was my room, my board, and my expenses that I need to make everything happen. Now, with the casinos and things come in, was the casino challenge because I'm the best that Baltimore got. So I was challenging the best that they got. And since they built these casinos and they made a lot of people that were living in those places, the homeless people that were there, they relocated the homeless people. I wanted to go after the casino's money. You feel me? Like the casino could give back without giving back. Because I ain't asking for you to hand me out nothing. I'm going to cook and earn my keep. You feel me? When Jesus fed the multitude, I was there. Call it my Jesus trick. I told them to cut the fish and fry it. That's why we got fish on Friday. So take that same initiative and that same ambition and drive and go to the casinos and work from 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Feed whoever want to feed as many as I feed. Take that money, put it in a bank account and start buying properties. Invest in the communities and start building off those properties. If you homeless and you want someplace to live and you want to get off the street, then we're going to put you to work in that house and build that house.
So let me ask you a question. You know, I quite frequently go to Baltimore and maybe a mile or 2 miles away from the harbor.
Homeless.
It looks,
they hide it.
It looks bad.
They hide the homeless.
They can't hide it. It's right out there.
No, they hide it. It's illegal. Because, see, there's, like, what you're talking about is a central business district, and where you went was all that money at. And when you saw the homeless right on the outskirts of the money, and you see them coming into town, sitting there with the cups and stuff, all right? They cleared them out of the inner harbor. They cleared them out of the parks. Now you go over on Bum Park, that's St. Vincent de Paul, down there by the shot tower across the street from the police station. And if you go right in front of City Hall, that's where you're going to see them. They're sitting right there in front of City Hall. The mayor had an event 2 weeks ago, the United Way, had a fundraiser, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what she did with the homeless? She kicked them out.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
So, I'm confused. You have someone in office that doesn't care about the homeless. Is that what we're saying? They don't care about the local.
You ever heard of a dog and pony show? Ain't you got a dog and pony show here in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
All right, here you go. It's good for you to say that you do this over here, but what you do over here is two different things. It look good on camera to say something, but when the road meet the rubber, when the mud hit the dirt, where you at?
so what are the community leaders and the community activists doing? Are they shedding light?
We shed
on
light.
what's being done and what's not being done?
Yes,
Or
we
are
do. Yes, we do. But how we gonna shed light when mainstream media shuts the door?
I'm here. The Stubbs Show Unplugged, we here. You
I'm saying mainstream
I know we
media.
unregulated when it comes to
This
that.
what I told you when I met you. I said I appreciate this and we need more of this, right? Because we need to control the narrative. We need to have ownership of our stories. We need to have ownership of what goes on in our community.
And what is that man's name again up in Baltimore?
Mayor Kathleen Pugh, you know what you do.
And
Oh,
when is she up for re-election?
2020, and she ain't gonna make it.
2020, she's up for re-election.
2020, she done.
So I think our job or our responsibility now to the Baltimore community is to enlighten them on what she's done, what she said she was going to do, and what she's not done, and to get the people out to the voting polls. We just went through a race in D.C., an election in D.C., where quite frankly you got 700,000 people in the city and only 170,000 voted.
Wow.
It's unheard of. I mean, it hurts. It's disappointing because so many people say they want change. You know, they want better for their kids. And when you have the opportunity to make things better, you sit at home. You know, it rained. Oh, it's raining.
Or
I'm
no.
not going. It's
Some of the reasons that you said.
It's raining. I'm not going out. Or I got to carry these 3 kids with me, and so on. These things are not excuses when you're trying to make a change, when there's a movement going on. So now you're going to have to sit back for the next 4 years and get treated like you was treated the previous 4 years. You're going to get nothing. It may even get worse.
You see this right here? This is about the right for ex-felons to vote. I was born in 1959, so when Fred Hampton got killed in Chicago, I was throwing rocks at police. When Martin died, I was throwing rocks at police. When we fought for the voting rights, when we fought for education, you feel me? Now we got to fight again for voters' right as ex-felons, because when you get locked up, they take that right away. So if you out here and you got your freedom and you're not voting, what did I tell you? We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and we the cash crop.
Well, let's give a shout out to Florida, because didn't Florida just change their rights so that
Florida just changed.
Yeah, that felons can now vote.
So the people that are watching all across the United States, how can they help you, help the citizens of Baltimore? Are there phone calls that need to be made? Are there letters that need to be written?
All right, if you want to help, all right, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't like money. And I say it like this because money always breeds corruption or breeds problems. When people get their money, they want their money accountable. In this program that I'm doing, anything that I get goes into a bank account and you get to see where your money went. If George gave $20, it's going to show where George's $20 went. You feel me? What you was talking about earlier. You feel me? So if you want to give to me, I prefer that you give your time and give of yourself. Because like Martin and Malcolm showed you, I'd rather have 1 million friends than $1 million.
I think we can make it.
So before time expires,
Duane Davis. Google Duane Davis. Go to ddshortman@gmail.com. ddshortman@gmail.com.
And we're going to put this information out on the page too. And we've been putting his links on the Stubbs Show on Facebook, so you can see some of his work in the streets, the YouTube information. And from now until next week, we're going to share that. I think we can make it to Baltimore to do something.
I think we should make it to Baltimore.
I know we will make it to Baltimore.
Not only to do something, but to get up into to get into that community, to raise awareness and let them and let the citizens of Baltimore know. Look, your story is being heard all across the country. You know, the other thing that I would say, I'm sorry.
No. This is what I'm gonna say to you. Since you want to do that, I feed the homeless all the time, right? You pick a day and a time that you want to feed the homeless. You figure out what you want to do. And we'll come down there and we'll publicize you doing it, and we'll do it right there at City Hall.
Okay.
We'll do that.
What kind of organizations or programs do you all have for the kids in Baltimore that may not have a good Christmas? I mean,
we got a lot of. We can go to different communities and do that. That's all across. You just go to the neighborhood and do that. Because if you go through that's like you got here in D.C. It's the same place.
Well, I like that. I like for you, Ms. Stubbs, and myself to communicate a little bit more about that, because we're about bringing smiles to kids.
Then I put you If I don't do it, I'm gonna put you with somebody that do it. You feel me? Because my job is to connect, just like you is to connect.
And we will do the same as
We
well
definitely
with our
will do
resources.
this.
All right.
The other thing I want to talk about is your barbecue. I've heard a lot about your barbecue. Now, if your barbecue is really that good, then for you all that are listening, if you can help take this barbecue to the next level, and let's get this barbecue into some Walmarts. Let's get this barbecue into, let's make this barbecue bigger than what it is and go worldwide. So that way, the proceeds, I'm sure, will the homeless people, the homeless community will benefit greatly from that.
I appreciate that, and when we do that, we want to do it in a regulated way. You feel me? Because personally, I don't want to do barbecue for the rest of my life. I want to do movies. I want to enlighten. I want to control the narratives. I want us to have the things that other people, you know what I'm saying? I want to create generational wealth instead of just generational poverty. I can give you more jobs with film and industries of that nature. The barbecue, I can feed you, that's good. I can open up a couple shops.
We come to eat for sure. We
You
come
feel
to
me?
feed and eat.
But see, if I'm running the barbecue, I can do it, but I'm looking at a bigger picture here. I've been cooking barbecue since I was 9 years old. That's like 50 years.
So now you want to move it into a bigger level and connect with the right people. Connect him with the right people. If you know any of these players up in Baltimore, or
I know the Ravens. Ozzie Newsome know me. Everybody know me, but when you charge me with terrorism, everybody turn their back on me.
Well, look, we need y'all to step above and do what is it, Colin Kaepernick or Colin Kaepernick?
Oh, man, Kaepernick would be good.
And we need you guys to support people like him that's leaders in the community that's trying to help the homeless. So remember, that's ddshortman@gmail.com. Can we give you a number?
Yep.
His telephone number is 443-831-1188. Can somebody type that in the type thing for me? 443-831-1188. Before we go, you guys, because we only got a couple of minutes left. We got about 7 minutes left. We got to end the show. But I want to give some recognition to a couple of other people that's doing good things in the community. First of all, we would like to thank the Party Palace for allowing us to be here in Marlow Heights Shopping Center. That's in Temple Hills, Maryland. We'd like to thank them for allowing us to be here to host the show every Thursday. Also coming up on November the 20th is the Anacostia AMP Feeding for the Homeless. That's going to be happening on Good Hope Road. I believe it's from 12 to 3 p.m. We're going to be actually out there going live and feeding. We're going to be actually feeding for the homeless. So the U team will be there. Come out and support. They need your help. So you contact the Anacostia AMP, Google them, and we'll put the information up too. December the 8th, Hope Toys and Laughter event, big comedy event. They're going to be having Miss Silverman. I can't think of her person. Sylvia Silverman. She's from Saturday Night Live, a legend in the comedy game. She's there this year. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Lago Community Center. It's free. All you have to do is bring an unwrapped gift. And we'll be there with the banner. We're hosting a red carpet. So when you come in, the whole team is having a good time on camera this time. We can't run both banners. So you know we're going to be doing that, right? I'm on one banner, you on one banner. You're going to be unregulated. Somebody's going to have to be on top of him to keep him from being unregulated. I can't even send Tasha over there. Because she's going to be getting into it. You're going to be unregulated. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what? I'm bringing my mother. We'll put you and Darnell on one. You and DG, then we're going to go on one. How about that? We'll do that one. Also, from now to December the 1st, Girls Rule the World. They're having their Toys for Tot drive. They're trying to collect money so they can go buy the toys to give out at this event. The toys will be donated to the children and the families in Ward 8. Go to Eventbrite and search Girls Rule the World and your toy distribution tickets. Or you can follow Miss Teresa Jackson on Facebook for more information for that. Special shout out to Star Imports over in Temple Hills, Maryland for their support. Vox Wave. Also, Pieces of Fabulosity. Oh, we got to give a hand to our girl. She's getting into it with those fashion pieces, and she styled me today. Follow her on Facebook. Also, Paparazzi Jewelry. That's who jewelry I'm rocking today. So make sure you guys contact me, inbox me. $5 jewelry. I got you covered. Everything was $5. You see it? So make sure you get into this jewelry right here. We had a good show today. I like it. I was educated. I couldn't even get out a word because I didn't want to say something I didn't know and sound like a fool.
Well, I mean, you never sound like a fool. You always give your honest opinion about what's being presented to you.
I was getting educated.
And you educate yourself not only by listening, but after you listen, to go research.
apply it. Just don't take what come out of my mouth as the gospel. You know what I'm saying?
And people need help all over this country, and a lot of times it goes unnoticed. It goes unnoticed by other citizens because we're not aware of what's going on in this particular community. So I mean, and people need to bring light to these things so that we can get on. I mean, I'm thinking, look, what do I need to call Miss Pugh? Do I need to get her on the phone, or invite her to the show? And I mean, because
Call her.
because
We're giving you a call out right now, Miss Pugh.
because we need to know exactly what's going on down there in Baltimore. It doesn't make sense, and we got our own problems here in D.C. as well with a $14.5 billion budget, and I still see tents on the sidewalk. So it tells me the politicians, the people that we put into office, clearly are not doing what's in our best interest. They big development, big business. No, let's talk about the low income and the people that are actually lower than a low income that has no income. So with that, I know we're running out of time for the show. So I'm just going to leave with two things. Why shop in the city where you can shop at the Palace, Party Palace, Milo Heights Shopping Center, and also Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. It's beer looking good.
You know what? I never know what he's going to say. So I'm just sitting here. So you see my expression go from just, and then.
And you got hurt because I got passed. I've been holding this for like 30 minutes. Like my stomach is like, I'm going to let it go in a minute. You better hurry up.
Exactly. Follow us on Instagram, Mr. Unregulated 4, the number 4U, and Stubbs _ the brand. This has been another episode of the Stubbs Show Unplugged. Let's end it with some go-go. Oh, you know what? He had to cut it off because the chicks kept calling.
Actually, the last call was from your cousin from down south. He's telling me he's trying to come up here. I don't know.
Is he riding on a jackass? Like Jesus?
I don't know about all
We got to go. We gone, y'all. Bye-bye.
You gonna roll with that one, ain't you?
We out of here.
You gonna roll with that one.
That has been a good one.